I bid my greetings to Dr. Maria, the lecturer for Reflective Practice BIP 3172. I am Nuraliah Sabrina Binti Ahmad from Group B. Today, I am going to talk about my personal beliefs on the ESL video of teaching and learning. There are a few strengths and weaknesses in the video. First and foremost, I am going to start with the strengths. The first strength that I can see based on the ESL video is that the teacher guided everything to her student from the beginning until the end. This can be portrayed when she even translated the question into Bahasa Indonesia to make the students understand better. Her approachability and passion encourage students to seek clarification and engage actively in the learning process. Through her guidance, students not only gain academic knowledge but also develop critical thinking skills and a sense of self-assurance that will serve them well beyond the classroom. When a teacher breaks down complicated stuff into simpler parts with examples, it makes it much easier for the students to understand more. Other than that, the teacher asks questions and encourage discussions, making students think more critically. It is good to mix in some independent learning too, so student gets a well-rounded education. Secondly, the other strength in the ESL video is that the teacher did the reflection activity after her class with the student ends. Reflecting after classroom learning is a good thing for a few reasons. First, it helps the students solidify what they have learned in the classroom just now. When they take a moment to think about the material, it sticks in their mind better. Secondly, reflection encourages metacognition, which is basically understanding how you think and learn. When students reflect on their learning experiences, they can figure out their strengths and weaknesses, making them better learners overall. Thirdly, reflecting lets the student connect the new stuff they learn with what they already know. This helps deepen their understanding and makes learning more meaningful. Lastly, reflection is also useful for teachers because by checking out what students have to say about their reflection, teachers can adjust how they teach, clear up any confusion, and plan better for future lessons. Moving on to the weakness of the ESL video, I think the uses of the smartphone in the classroom is not necessary at all. Although the uses of smartphone in the classroom might have the potential benefits, as smartphone provides students with quick access to a wealth of information, facilitating a more enriched learning experience. However, I believe that the uses of smartphone in the classroom have the cons more than the pros. First, they can be distracting. When students have their phones out, they might be tempted to check messages, social media, or play games instead of paying attention to the lesson. This distraction can impact their understanding of the material and overall engagement in class. Secondly, the use of smartphone in class can disrupt the learning environment. Ringing phones, notifications, or even just the glow of screens can disturb the class and disrupt the flow of the lesson. This not only affects the focused student but also the teacher's ability to effectively teach. Lastly, even though the teacher guided the students very well, but the students are relying too much on the translation given by the teacher. Relying excessively on a teacher translation from English to Bahasa Indonesia can have negative consequences for language learning. Firstly, an over-reliance on translation may hinder the development of independent language skills. Students may become dependent on the teacher's translation instead of actively engaging with the language, resulting in limited proficiency and confidence in using English. To overcome this, the teacher should do something to increase the student proficiency in English by creating team projects or assignments that require students to research and present information in English, encourage self-directed learning. I think that's all from my presentation of my personal belief on ESL teaching and learning video. Thank you.